Part 12. Ascending the Tower. Dani's legs trembled as he rose from the floor of the first chamber. The crystal shards of the shadow reflection still glittered faintly around him, dissolving into the air like sparks. He could feel the Tower of Echoes pulsing, almost like a heartbeat, guiding him upward. Every floor promised knowledge, but also danger. Seris and Veyra followed silently. Their eyes scanned the corridors with precision, alert to every whisper and flicker of movement. "The higher we go," Seris said, "the more the tower tests not just your fears, but your judgment, your instincts, and your soul." Dani swallowed hard. He had faced shadows, predators, and his own twisted reflection, but now he was entering the unknown. He stepped onto the staircase carved from translucent crystal. With each step, light refracted in strange patterns, creating illusions that shifted with his every move. "Stay focused," Veyra whispered. "The tower will tempt you. Every vision, every sound, will try to distract you. Ignore it, or it will consume you." As they ascended, the city outside the tower shimmered below them like a living mosaic. Dani felt its pulse in his chest, its awareness pressing in from all directions. He could sense the watchers lurking in the city, waiting for a misstep. Halfway up, the staircase dissolved into a platform suspended over a vast chasm of light. Floating crystal fragments hovered around them, forming shifting paths. Dani's stomach dropped. One wrong step could send him plummeting into the abyss. "This is the first physical trial," Seris said. "The city tests your balance, your courage, and your ability to trust what you cannot see fully." Dani nodded and began stepping onto the first fragment. It wobbled slightly, shifting as if alive. He focused on his breathing, every step deliberate. Behind him, Seris and Veyra followed, steady and calm. Suddenly, the platform tilted violently. Dani stumbled, clutching a fragment for balance. The shadows of the watchers appeared along the edges, their glowing eyes fixed on him. They whispered in unison, voices like ice. "Fall, fail, give in." Dani gritted his teeth. "I am not afraid," he shouted. Each step became firmer, his resolve growing with every wobble. Slowly, he made it across the floating platform. As he reached the next section, the tower changed again. The walls of the chamber shimmered and twisted, showing visions of Dani's past decisions, but in alternate realities. What if he had made different choices? What if he had failed earlier? Every scenario played out vividly, testing his guilt, doubt, and regret. "The tower doesn't just test what you are," Veyra said. "It tests what you could be. Accept it, or it will trap you in endless possibilities." Dani's mind raced. He saw versions of himself making worse mistakes, letting fear control him, surrendering to the shadows. He swallowed the panic rising in his chest and reminded himself. He could not run from his past. He could only move forward. Suddenly, the shadows of the watchers lunged from the walls, faster and more numerous than before. They moved as one, pressing in from all sides. Dani dodged instinctively, leaping across floating crystal platforms. Sparks flew as he landed, fragments of light scattering like fireflies. Seris stepped beside him. "Do not fight them directly, they feed on your fear. Use your mind, anticipate their moves, and control your focus." Dani's heart pounded. He closed his eyes briefly, centering himself. When he opened them, he moved with precision, predicting the Watcher's attacks. Each leap, each landing was perfectly timed. One by one, the shadows dissolved into light as Dani mastered the rhythm of the trial. Finally, he reached the top platform. The air here was thinner, colder, and the pulsing of the tower was almost deafening. In front of him hovered a massive crystal monolith, glowing brighter than anything he had seen before. Symbols shifted across its surface, forming a message only Dani could comprehend. Knowledge is a weapon. Secrets are a test. Choose wisely, or be destroyed. Dani's chest tightened. The tower was giving him a choice, information, power, and truth, but at a cost he could not yet measure. He glanced at Seris and Veyra. Both nodded silently. There were no words for what came next, The Watchers had retreated, but Dani could feel them waiting, plotting, observing. This was not the end, only another beginning. The real trial was only starting. Cliffhanger. Dani has crossed the floating platforms and reached the monolith of knowledge, but the choices it offers could either strengthen him or destroy him, and the Watchers, they are still waiting closer than ever.